I remember when I was still single, I was not desperate at all because I trusted God. I believed in God completely. And I knew that there's a timing that God has gone ahead to, to perfect everything, to even plan for my future husband for me. So it was just me, trusting God and believing God for everything. I wasn't desperate or me starting to pray so seriously about it. That's one thing about trusting God. So I used that period of time to focus on myself, my personal growth, because that's the important thing. Those are the things you need to do before you marry.
So personal growth is very important.
Very, very,
Very, very important.
yeah.
And it gives you that direction, it gives you that confidence
Yes.
for the future.
Yeah.
Yes, while building yourself, you understand the principles of life and you understand how to walk with God.
Yes.
Thereafter, you want to make the right choice. Then you know you are ready to take
The
that
bold step,
that bold
getting
step.
married.
So this video is dedicated to the single.
Yeah.
No pressure at all. There's a time for everything. Build yourself and let God handle the rest.
Yes.
Now single is single, you not keep a scene. So let the single
breathe. Alright guys, you're welcome to the very first episode of Before You Marry, and today's topic we're talking about let the singles breathe. So I'm Chukwudumi OG.
And I'm Victory OG.
And together we are
the Vicks.
Alright, so I feel this our Gen Z period, like a lot of singles, like they feel so desperate, to get married and stuff like that. So what do you think about it? Because I feel that, that is not the first thing that should just be in your mind, like their process or their steps that you need to put in place, or things that you need to put in place before you actually get married. So what do you think about that?
All right. I feel that the major problem we have generally as humans is that we fail to recognize society things. We apply too much pressure on ourselves. You get? We apply too much pressure on ourselves. Where pressure is not supposed to be, we apply pressure there. You get? To leave things that are important and face things that are not important.
Yeah.
So for singles, instead of you to focus on your personal growth, how to build yourself, you end up pressuring yourself that you want to get married. Marriage is divine. Marriage is an institution. An institution. So the person you marry, your spouse, is your destiny. The person you live the rest of your life with. So how best have you been able to improve yourself matters a lot.
Yes.
Because if you don't improve yourself, you end up going into the marriage and you see yourself messing up. That thing you pressure yourself for, you want to run out from it. So being single is not a disease.
Yeah.
So don't mourn your singleness.
Yeah.
You get? So don't mourn your singleness. It's not a disease. It's not a bad thing to be single. So you have to do your primary work. Your primary work, because God, there's a way God operates with humans. So if you understand the ways of God, things will not be difficult. In fact, you never have pressure for it. Just like what you said, and you prayed and you trusted God, and you put it in the hands of God, and you just free your mind from it. And God did it. You're married today. You get? So happily married, not just married.
Yes, happily.
You understand? So that's just it. I think we apply too much pressure on ourselves, and we allow people to pressure us too much.
Yes.
We're not able to control our mindset.
Okay, so how do they tackle the those pressure that's coming from social media and from home too?
Yes, it's very simple. It's very simple. You just have to be in charge of yourself.
Yeah.
You were brought into this world singly.
Yeah.
You didn't come with any person. So you have to be in charge of yourself. So when you know that you're in charge, nobody can control your mind. That's why personal growth is very important. That's why knowledge is very important. Knowledge is power. When you have knowledge, nobody can control you because you know yourself.
Yes.
You understand? Nothing can control you. Nothing can pull you around. When the breeze blow, because you are solid, you can't just fall out. You stand firm. You understand?
Yeah.
That's just it to me.
Yeah, and that actually reminds me. I saw a post one time that says, "Can you get married to yourself?" So that question actually struck me because then I was still single, and at that time, to tell myself the truth, I would not get married to myself because then I had a lot of things to put in place. You get so many things we're still lacking in terms of my personal growth and development. So asking myself deeply that question, can I get married to yourself, or would you get married to yourself, like to your current self?
Yeah.
So that question, for me at that time, no. But before the time I got to meet you,
Mm.
I was ready for marriage because
Yes.
I can get married to myself. Like, so
Yes, you have
I
built
was
yourself to
looking,
that extent.
yes, yeah, like I was looking for my kind of person.
Yeah.
You get, and that's actually what just happened
Same
basically.
here. So
Yeah.
I was looking for a like mind.
Yes.
Yes, that kind
Because
of
you have built
appreciate
yourself
it,
to
yeah.
an extent and you want something like that
Yes.
to come into your life. But when you know, at this stage of your life, you are a single, you know, you cannot get married to yourself right now. So
There's a lot to do.
yes, because if you cannot get married to yourself, so why would you want someone to wife you or marry you?
Mm.
You get the logic behind it. So you need to actually be ready and know that yes, I'm ready to be wifed or ready to be married.
Yeah.
Before you can, so don't let anything to disturb you
Bother
or to
you.
pressure you or to bother you. Use this time to actually just focus on your personal growth. In fact, let this time be your waiting season. You know, put all your focus on yourself and in God, on God rather.
Because this is
Use
the time
this
you
time
actually
to-
have saved. This is actually
Yes,
the
that's
time.
that's the time
That's
you
the
actually
best
have
time
to
you have.
build yourself
Because when you are
and draw
married,
closer to
you
God. That's
you're
the
no
time
longer
you
in
have
control. Yeah.
to build yourself and draw closer to God, like draw very, very, very close to God, because those are what you will also be bringing into the marriage.
Yeah.
You get, not just coming with nothing, you need to have something you are bringing to the table,
Yeah.
right? So those are what you actually bring to the table. And this also reminds me, there was a time when I was actually single. There was this man that that said he was going to marry me, that was, you know, was coming for me with full force, so like full force. So like he came to see my parents, he said he was going to get married to me, that he loved me, blah blah blah, he was to do this, you know, those normal talk. So you guys, first of all, this man is a married man. I did not even know that he was married. So with the whole thing, like he did not even say he was married. You know, of course he was not going to say he was married.
Yeah.
So he came with the intention of getting married to me. So with the way the man was coming with, like, he was so serious about it. So I had to go to my secret place of prayer and pray. Like I tabled the matter before God because it was very, very important. Marriage is a very big decision. You just don't want to just decide to marry anybody that comes your way. You have to be very, very intentional with the person you want to settle down with for the rest of your life. So I had to, you know, take that matter to God, table the matter to God, and pray to God to, you know, to show me signs and stuff like that. And everything was unfolded. Like I got to find out that this man was married and he has 2 kids. He has a boy and a girl, and he did not. So that was how God saved me. If not, I would have been married to somebody and made a second wife.
Just imagine you are being pressured.
Yes, at that point, and then I decided to
So
enter.
you are being pressured. So before that man came to you, you're already having that pressure in you that I want to get married. As that, and you have been praying to God, God give me a husband. You have been so desperate about it.
Thank
so
you.
God don't work with desperation.
So
don't work with God with desperation. So as that opportunity just comes, that's what they will operate to.
I swear.
You just bring it close to you.
You just see it as an opportunity.
You just jump in.
Enter.
God has answered my prayer. You just jump in without actually figuring out some certain things, and then you see yourself in hell.
I swear.
Hell on earth.
So that's the period that you need to draw closer to God.
Yeah.
Because it's only God that can show you those things that you can't even, like, even the person will not tell you. Exactly. Like God can actually just reveal things to you.
Destiny can be right only with God. Yeah.
Yes. So use this your period of being single to build yourself and also draw closer to God. This should be your waiting season. So don't let anything to pressure you. Please breathe. Right? So this video is for you guys. Breathe. Focus on yourself. Like focus on yourself and focus on God. Do not let anything from the pressure from the world, from social media, from home, even from your own self, because there are times you just be the one that's your own problem. So don't be your problem, you guys.
Exactly.
So do the needful, and definitely the person you want, the exact person you want. See, just like I got the exact person. Just tell God that this is what I want.
Exactly.
And be rest assured, that God will do it.
Once you tell God, do
Yeah.
your primary work,
Mm-hmm.
because God works with those. He said, has He ever helped those when they say,
Of course.
so you have to do your primary work
Yeah.
before you know. That's how God operates.
Mm-hmm.
You learn the principles of God, learn divine will. You
Yes.
see that life will be very, very easy for you.
I think it's very, very, very important to hit on that trust, because most persons don't really understand what it means to trust.
Mm-hmm.
So when you trust God, there's no need for you to doubt again and start being worried about your husband. Okay, let's just assume you have prayed about your husband. So because your friend is getting married next week now, or maybe this one is getting married and that one is getting married, start worrying and say, God, Afa now, stuff like that. Do you get?
What about me?
What about me?
Instead of you to share in the joy
of that
not
person.
Be pained. So there you see that you will never get blessings from God.
Yes. So trust God completely and just believe that God has gone ahead for every single thing you ask God for. Just believe that God has gone ahead to prepare it for you. That's trusting, and God will be very happy that you trust Him completely. So just shift your mind, your thoughts from that thing and focus on something else, trusting completely that God has gone ahead of you to make that thing right. So not you still being worried about what you've prayed for. So there's no essence there, there's no trust there, you're still doubting and still being worried. No, cast all your worries, your burdens to God. Leave it for God. Just leave it and focus on the needful.
Destiny can only be right with God.
With God, though.
Yes, destiny
Please,
can only be right with God. So, in summary, we drop these few words. Don't mourn your singleness. Singleness is not a disease.
It's not,
you
guys. It's not.
The time you spend to mourn your singleness, the time you spend to think about your life, think about how single you have been for years, use that time to build yourself and pray to God. God will definitely do His work and make your life perfect.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching this video.
Yeah.
Do well to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to always get notified whenever our video drops.
Yes.
Also like, comment and share this video for others to see. Thank you so much, guys. From we the Beats.
Thank you so much. We love you guys.
Peace out.
Peace out.